Good afternoon, friends. I'm here a little early. We're going to hang out a little early to get everything set up, started. We're starting with desk time and some yumminess. Okay, let's get our chat box up. Let me put the top on these. Let's get a couple more. Really don't need them, but they're good. Okay. We will get started. A little bit. Oh, that's pretty. Team replay. Let's start out with you by saying thank you for hanging out. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the watch time. Team replay, I would like to offer you a freebie, so you'll get to hear about it first. Well, not first, but because you're on team replay, but you hear it first. But team replay, you get to go down in the description box below, and there's a freebie that I'm going to give away of talking about kind of what we're going to be talking about today. Because I get it that everybody does not watercolor. I get that. And I'm okay with that. I know a lot of people just like to watch me paint. And most people come for the conversation. Whatever you're here for, hey, welcome. Hold on, let me pull up my chat so I can make sure that I am very much so engaged. Azuka's Kitchen is making moist chocolate cupcakes today. That's right up my alley. Chocolate. I want me a chocolate cake so bad. But I don't want a store-bought one. I want a homemade one. And I don't want to do it myself. But might be the only way I get it, huh? So today we're going to be talking about watercolor and healing, which is what that's what we do over here on this channel. At least that's what I do. Because as I paint and do my watercolors, I'm also healing. Right now, it's just not even on my grief journey. It's just navigating through the pain of life. So today I decided, well, let's talk about it. Learning how to paint through the pain. So I did a video, guys. A short. I think it was a short. And it was Liberate Your Mind. That thing got over 2,000 views. I am super excited. It's the simple things in life that makes me happy right now. Not a whole lot. Doesn't take a whole lot. Like right now I'm going to need to get some gas for my lawnmower. That's going to make me happy. But I'm not needing it today because I'm not wanting to go out. That's kind of keeping me in. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for myself to get my own notification. And usually by then, everybody else that's subscribed to the channel, yep, there's my notification. And because I came on early, I'm not going to rush into anything because I know that people are here and I usually have a good little live. So I don't want to have to go through. We're just going to pause. It started off on desk time because I literally just woke up from a nap. So I wanted to give the blood time to flow. Well, I woke up 30 minutes ago. And I've been asleep since 12:30. I was a little perturbed because the medicine I took, I now finally figured out it's the medicine that makes me sleepy. So I think we need to take that at close to bedtime. And then that'll make me get out of the studio maybe. But not in the middle of the day when I was really, really moving in my, what do you call it? I was getting it. I did my website update. Excuse me. These are cute. We're going to try to make something cute. Okay, so listen. If you're new here and you're on Team Replay, I'm Karen McKoy. And if you're coming back, welcome back to my channel, Slapping Paint on Paper, where we use watercolor, journaling, creativity to find healing after grief, loss, and oh my goodness, the messiness that life throws our way sometime, right? So if you're here, chances are you've walked through something heavy Or maybe you're in the right, you're in it right now. Maybe that's it. You're in it right now, because there are 30 days in a month, sometimes more or less, 31. We've done our only 28. And I can say maybe 3 or 4 of those days each month, I'm usually in the thick of it, right? So it really doesn't matter. But I want you to know you're not alone. You're here. I see you. I feel you. And today we're going to talk about how I watercolor and how watercolor can be more than just paint on paper. It can be a path back to yourself. Now, watercoloring, I've turned into like, it was a thing that really gave me joy, and I pretty much now have turned it into part of my business, because I already had a business before, but I've changed, kind of pivoted, and didn't get rid of anything. I just added. Oh, this looks like it's going to fit perfect. Oh, don't you love it when something just really kind of fits a little bit? It's a little bit. Oh, I only have to trim a little bit off. Look at that. Oh, let me get my little cutter so we can go and put it in. So this is why I come here. This is why I come here every day. I come here first of all for me, because this is what helps me really hone in. It's kind of like when you go to church for Bible studies on Wednesday. You need to get that to get you through the week. And most people go to Bible study on Wednesdays. Oh, let's turn it around this way so I can see where I'm cutting. And so yes, watercolor is my tool. And as I come on here, I really want to. I don't want to cut too much of it. I really want to. Oh, that's cute. Like, inspire you to do something different. Hi, Bernadette. How are you? How are you? How are you? I really want to inspire you to do something different in your life. If you've never tried watercolor and it's something that you thought about it, dang, I need the bottom too. Then, remember I told you, go to Five Below or the dollar store. I'm not going to tell you where to go. You do what you want. Go to Michael's. There's plenty places that you can get what you need. But when you're trying it out, it's kind of like dating for the first time. You want to date watercolor and see if y'all even mesh or you even get along. Then that's why I say go to the dollar store. Your first date, sometimes he take you somewhere that's maybe sometimes it's a little cheesy. It depends on if he's trying to impress you or not. So that's all. If you want watercolor to impress you, then, go all in. Don't let me tell you what to do and what not to do. Isn't that beautiful? Dollar store. They jumped off the shelf, and I bought 4 of them. So I figured Mother's Day is coming up, and I can maybe, I don't know. Most of my mom does already have like prints and things, but put a sentiment in there maybe, or put a picture in there and put something over it, put a sentiment over it. That's a cute idea. You can also, I was thinking about when I saw it, I don't have anything right here by me, and I said I wasn't going to get a whole bunch of stuff and put right here, but you can put something like outside the frame, like, where are those? It's on my desk. Like, I cut out things from a stamp on here, so like I could take this I love you and kind of put it on a corner somewhere. That would be cute. Like, look at that. Too cute, too cute, too cute. Okay, so words that describe healing that I printed out a list, and I can, if you want, send me an email and I can, or drop in the chat that you want the list of words that describe healing, because every single day I tell myself that we have to forgive. Remember, I have the canvas picture that's over there that tells me I have to forgive, right? So yes, we do. What time? Let's see, where are we? I think we're good that I can, well, I'm already on desk time, so it kind of really don't matter, huh? Usually it's when I turn the camera around. Okay. But yeah, we can do that. That's an idea. Just thought I'd pop that out there because I had them on my desk and I was going to use them. Or another thing, if you would like to possibly purchase one of my books that I make, these are handmade books. This is what it looks like before I put it together. Like the book is sewn together from scratch. Like I only think I don't make the paper, but I put the book together. And you guys have seen me show you the other book that I did, and it's finally finished. I'm gonna have to get me a book press, because I had to sit this under a past stack of books. But this is what it looks like before, and this is what it looks like after. So this is the side of it. And I literally sew the book together. And it lays flat. So if, let's say if you want it in journal form, then I would put writing paper in it, not writing paper like line paper. I would put, it's always going to be clear paper, because I want you to really stretch yourself to do something creative. Or maybe you're having a crappy day and you don't feel like putting words on the paper. You can literally take your pen or your pencil and just, scribble, scrap, and whatever. Remember I showed y'all how we do that. But this lays flat because it's stitched, and each page, each signature is sewn in. This one is a watercolor one. So I'm going to put this one in my shop. And it's not fancy. Like, it's something that I do because, why? It helps me heal. It helps me to renew my joy, because if I'm making something and then I'm going to put it in my shop and somebody's going to purchase it, that means somebody is, for one, supporting my small business, and for two, they're going to use it for their healing. That makes me happy. All right, here's some others that I did and finally finished. I know I get on here and I start painting them and then I don't finish them. But these little ones, I don't remember when I did these, but these might be good in those frames too. Not sure. Okay. But these are cute. These will be too big, so they won't go in that frame. Okay. Good afternoon. Hey, Dawn. Hey, William. You were on the porch when I woke up, so I left you alone. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, and welcome back to the channel, Slapping Paint on Paper. Team Replay, or if you're not Team Replay, but you're on the replay, and you have not subscribed to the channel, hit that bell notification. Hit that subscribe button, and then that bell notification all, so that you'll be notified when I do go live. So I'm going to walk through some things. Oh, that still needs to sit. It's not close. So you get a book thing that sits on there and it really smashes it down. So that way, like when I put this on top of it, it won't slide. Oh, well, maybe this because it's not done. But it kind of, maybe. So this is the next one I'm going to put together. I have to get in the mode to really sit down, and because it takes maybe about, for this one, it probably won't take about maybe 30 minutes to put it together. But when I'm doing one of these, more than 3, it takes about an hour and a half. Because I'm literally braiding the stitches. So I want it to be very, very, as much as it could be. So, all right. Dawn and I talked about, what's that, Windsor and Newton on a live that I think it was on her live she did Saturday. And so remember I told you guys I was going to check them out. Okay. And then, so it is, the Windsor and Newton I had was student grade. And these were, I went and got yesterday, Michael's, I used all of my, what do you call them things? My rewards and my little coupon they gave me for some damaged stuff I got. And I got some Windsor and Newton. I've poured it in the pans, but these are what I did yesterday to really slap some paint on the paper and figured, like, is it the paper? I mean, is it me? What was it? And it was the fact that I was using the student grade. And Emma LaFave was on a live today, this morning, and she was saying the same thing, and I thought it was so interesting that she would be talking about how when she first started and she was using the Cotman, and I was just like, okay, and that's why I was using the Cotman, because she used the Cotman, and She was saying after she went from the Cotman to the professional, it was like a game changer. So, uh, hey, if Abraham, I think it was Dawn that was on your live, hadn't said anything about it, I probably never would have went down that rabbit hole. Just would have been said, like, I have Winsor and Newton, I just don't use them anymore. That would have still been my thing. But these and this one, I put tape on it, to tape over it, let it dry, and then layered it again. OMG, beautiful, beautiful. But I think this one and these two, I think they're my favorite. And then I go and look at this one. So they're all my favorite. So I poured them in my, got my new tin from Christy Rice. I've been waiting on this tin for a year. Like, pretty much, I don't, well, yeah, I guess you can say I collect her tins. Because they always have great sayings on them. That one says, happy painting. This one says, be watercolor curious. And there's another one. Let's just pull my watercolor card over here. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, there, it's in the room. That's what it is. It's in the room. It's on my desk in there. And then she had a beginner set that I moved that too. But yeah, so these are just, so this one is a single one. And these hold my dots and dust. And so yeah, but love, 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 love. And this was on 100% watercolor. The paper is 100% watercolor paper. Okay, so let me go because I'm actually going to slap some paint on some paper. I do like Winsor & Newton professional watercolor paper. They sent this in the box. They give you a sample of their paper. 100%. It's cold pressed and it's 100% cotton. And I swatched on it, so I like the feel of the paper. But I also, it's pretty much this paper. All I know is I can pretty much get jiggy with any kind of paper, but it comes down to when I'm doing something that I'm going to put in the studio that's going to be, for sale. That's a little different. Now these are some, not those, y'all saw those, but this one, that's Winsor & Newton. So I'm happy that I corrected the problem. Very much so I am. The problem was the user error. Oh, the other one is over there, so it's hanging up. I've already placed it in a frame and everything. Okay, got another thing. Dawn, we got you curating here. It'll look. So it'll be, as soon as it gets hard, we'll put it in the mail. So you'll have fun with these colors. Super excited to share. But here's the box. I know I started this box and I do not think I shared the box. I took all the stuff out of the box on the live. The box that I got from the thrift store for $2.99. And it's an art box, so I can't flip it all over now because I put stuff in it. But Dawn said she decoupaged hers, so she inspired. That's what we're here for, guys. We're here to inspire you to really, really, really walk through your stuff. Like, I want you to, if you're not using watercolors, it's not a problem. Whatever it is we want you to get and gather to use as a tool, I just want you to be able to heal after life's hardest moments. My hardest moment happened to be, I've buried 2 of my 7 children. So for me, I've found the place of healing watercolor as a healing tool, and my creativity. Like, watercolor is the number one thing that I love to do. I can sit down and do it, and it makes me feel good. Right now, I'm learning how to watercolor and breathe, because breathing is something that I didn't realize how much I'll be watercoloring and I'm holding my breath, and then I'm just like, oh my goodness, because that's, the trauma, we just kind of, but this one, I just took bits and pieces out of my scrap box. I left a little bit of the original box open because Tracy, Dawn's friend, she brought out the paste last week. And so I did that on the box and left that there. But everything on here is scraps, tissue paper, tissue paper, and I think it's a napkin on the other side. But when you open it up, it's already housed. Oh, there's my Christy Rice palette. It's already housed with what? Watercolors. And so if I grab this box and take it and I want to go outside, I have a little thingy in here that I can get to put water in. It's a collapsible. Put my water in. Because I realized when Mr. McKoy had his surgery, I didn't have anything that was small to put my water in. So I had to stick my brush inside my spray bottle. And I was like, that was not very cool. But hey, it worked. I made it work. So in here, we have different kinds of watercolors that if I decide that these won't work, but these, it gives them a chance. Hey, Azuka. Look, Azuka's Kitchen. I told you guys earlier she's making chocolate brownies, chocolate cupcakes or something. I scoped it out already. And that made me want a chocolate cake. But if I decide I don't want what's in here, which these will definitely get used all the time. But all of these right here, these are my bean paints. These are Archer and Olive. And of course my Christy Rice palette and my KMS watercolor. So if I decide that I want to switch them out, I can always switch them out, right? Switch them out. And it closes back up. Let me see if I can flip it over. Even the handle, I painted the box and then, okay, tissue, everything. This is the one, this is the side that got all the old tissue. And it turned out cute. So listen, don't throw stuff away. It'll turn out to be treasure in some way. So watercolor for me is the thing that it's just like my life. And I think this is why watercolor and I get along. So right now, I'm going to use my book. Another book, my own art journal that I made. So we're going to use this. But watercolor for me it became a lifeline, right? And after losing my son, my daughter, and my granddaughter, I needed something to help me breathe again. Remember I tell you, I literally was holding my breath before, because it seems like after, it's just like you feel like if you hold your breath long enough, then the pain will go away. Well, it wasn't going anywhere. But, watercolor left me in a place where I was learning and I was concentrating on mastering watercolor. Because I started after, when we were in COVID, I started doing all the things everybody else, whatever somebody else was doing, or whatever we learned. We was on Confident Canvases, Zoom. It's like whatever, somebody was teaching or learning. It's like, oh, that's cool. So it was like I was squirrel. But it was cool. But the thing that brought me joy was when I started painting. Like when I really took my brush and because I was Bible journaling and doing my Bible journaling, and that brought me, that kept me in the Word for number one, and reading the Word and kind of letting me know that God was still with me. He hadn't left me. He was in the same place he had been all my life, and I just was angry as heck and mad because after my daughter and granddaughter, I did life differently. I didn't do nothing of what I'm doing now. I went back to work and I just tried to act like life didn't happen. I put on my good Christian girl panties and just tried to do what I needed to do because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. But God wants us to take time. He wants us to take time to really, wake up. I don't want this brush because I want that and I need to dig. So, yeah. Excuse me. I got a tickle in my throat, so y'all just excuse me. Okay, if you're joining me here on the channel and you scroll through and YouTube has, said, go over there and check out Slap and Paint on Paper with Karen McKoy. Would you do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button because that lets somebody else know. And if you have not subscribed to the channel and, do a little dating with me, date me and, decide before you really commit. If you just like, I don't know, I don't want to waste my subscribe. That's okay too. I have a whole playlist and all the things. walk through, listen, give me about 10, 15 minutes of your time. I really would appreciate it. And then, and then if you decide, hey, she's speaking my language, or yeah, I've been through something in life, never thought about doing it, trying to heal or get through it by just really not even focusing on the thing, because I don't necessarily want you to focus on the thing. But yeah, so do that. And if you like what you've heard so far and you're here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. And all, when you hit the bell notification, do all, because when I do pop on here, other than Mondays and Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, you will be notified that I am live. Excuse me. But so yeah, I needed to make sure that I invite people to join us here on this journey, because we are growing. I am so grateful that people come, take their time to hang out. And I just really want people to know that if I can get up every day after losing not one, but two children and family members that are near and dear to my heart, and I found joy again, And some days, like I tell people, don't think I've arrived. Like, don't think that I don't still have moments that I get mad as hell and I get pissed off. Yeah, I mean, I wake up some days and I'm on my walk and I just be like, God, I just want to walk. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to say anything, because I'm mad or I'm just upset that, oh my goodness, I got to try to, get up and do this day and I'm not feeling like it. That's what life makes you feel like sometimes, especially when you've been through some things. And when you've lived this life and life just keeps swinging, and if you've been through a divorce, I got the shirt for that. If you have, in my second marriage, and you're trying to figure out, like, if you've got divorced, you're trying to figure out, oh my God, will it work again? Yeah, it will. It can. Realize that maybe in the first time, maybe some things wasn't their fault. Maybe, you had some blame in it too. I always look back on things and I try to ask myself, was there a better way I could have done that? Because y'all know what? I can't change other people's mind. I cannot, if somebody doesn't like me, and remember, I'm not for everybody, and that's okay. But if people don't like me, it's not my fault. Most of the time when people don't like you, or people just sitting up and, telling you what you should do and what you can't do and all that, it's usually their limitations. They're not yours. And I'm speaking from a place when I used to, really look at people up like, oh my God, they're doing too much. And it's like they weren't doing too much. They was doing what they needed to get on with their life, right? So tips to make it when you're trying to heal is don't focus on being a perfection. Um, I started this YouTube channel to watch other people. Like, how many of you, like, put in the chat, did you start YouTube to literally do YouTube, or did you start, or you still look at other people? But YouTube is doing its thing now, and it's like you can learn so much from people and things that they've gone through in their life if they're willing to be vulnerable enough to share. And here on Slap and Paint on Paper, y'all already know I did a whole month on being vulnerable, so I don't have a problem talking about all the things. I even had to make sure I, ask Mr. McKoy. It was like, hey, you cool? Like, we get in the chat and, I get a little, chatty about it. Is you cool? And he's like, oh, no, I'm good. It's like, okay. Because it's my life, but my kids, they'll tell you in a minute. Don't do nothing around mom, because she'll get on the stage and she'll use it as a talking point, and will. Why? Because it's my life. So with watercolor, and this is what I've learned with watercolor and its unpredictability. Life is unpredictable. I don't know what's going to happen the next second, the next minute, the next hour, the next day. I don't know. Even if we make plans, like how many of you guys, you plan out your schedule, you got a whole calendar for the month. If you're in a business, you got the whole thing done per quarter, and then something happens. Life is very unpredictable. And with watercolor, it flows, it bleeds, it settles, and it does what it wants to do. And that's what life does. And that's why when I have days that I can celebrate and really walk, when I walk on the ranch, I'm walking with the dogs, I really, really, really like, God, Sorry I had that bad day yesterday. Well, usually it don't last a whole day, but God, I'm just grateful that I'm here in my right mind, that I'm not locked up in some insane asylum. I'm really grateful to be alive. Although some days it just hurts like hell, and God, it just really, can you ease up the pain a little bit? I'm doing YouTube to document for my kids and grandkids one day. Oh, that's a nice thing. But Dawn, you already know there's so many people that are learning and growing from your channel. Me, number one, personally, look, I mean, I can probably go through, I just did the box. You encouraged me what to do with the box. You did something else. You had something else I've done. It's like really, really, the baskets. I've collected daggum baskets to do different things. You got me making cards out of my art. So you might be doing it for your children, but I'm grateful that I met you through, I think it was mindless crafting, right? And so yes, you definitely inspire others to create. And see, so guys that are, if you're on here and you're just like, well, okay, great. Well, I like to just watch y'all, but we have so much fun in this world, and you don't have to worry about being perfect with it, right? I trust me. There's no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I just slap the paint on the paper. Hence the name, slapping paint on paper. And literally, whatever comes up, comes up. However it comes up. Now, sometimes I get a little anal about some things, but majority of the time, I don't want to. And right now, I'm just talking to you guys, so I just want to show you just how easy it is to really decide that you want to do something different. Because not because I did it, but because it might be something that you need to do. Or it could be something that you're asking. Your body is trying to tell you to do something different. Like maybe you need not watercolor, maybe you need something else. I don't know. I'm just here to make your mind, to tell your subconscious mind. I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking to your subconscious mind. And I'm telling your subconscious mind, it's time for us to do something different so that we can heal and do something in a different way. That's all. And watercolor just happened to be how I do it. Talk therapy is how I do it. Talking to you guys, that is nothing but talk therapy. Most people don't want to go to therapy. They're just like, I had somebody to tell me that somebody told them that therapists are crooks. They just take people's money. And I was like, that would only come from somebody that has a zero mindset as to what it is. And that's okay, right? Um, but do I dwell with those people? No, because I already know where their mindset is. So when you want to heal, you just really sit down and ask yourself, what can I do to make me feel better? And then when you start asking that question, then the body and the mind starts giving you people, like, me or somebody else you maybe scroll through, like whatever it is, like find something, maybe cars, maybe you want to get into vintage cars, maybe you want to, I don't know, it's just so much you can get into. Like, what did you want to do when you were a child? What did you love doing when you were a child? Like, I love drawing, I love painting, and I love teaching. Even when I was a child, I used to say I wanted to be a lawyer and a teacher, and I grew up and became one of those things. I kind of put lawyering on the back burner because I was going to do that. And then when it came up, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to do that no more. You get to decide what you want to do. You get to decide who you want to be every day you get up. Every day the Lord wakes you up and gives you breath in your body, you get to decide who you want to be. Like, you remember when you were little, you played dress up, or you played, you know, you did more. You didn't just sit around the house. Well, now the kids play video games, but you did dress up, you played store, you wanted to be whatever you wanted to be, or I'm thinking back to my kids. We had the football player, the baseball player, the basketball player. We had the advocate for kids because he was tired of people being treated badly in his class. That was Joshua. He's the one who's passed on, and it's so ironic. That's how he literally um, died, giving the ultimate testimony because he didn't want somebody to get away with doing wrong. And then later on, of course, the police will tell you that the two have nothing to do with each other. But that's pretty daggum strange. Is just how I say that. That story actually is coming up in a future YouTube conversation. I'm just waiting for the Lord to really hit me in my gut hard enough, because He's already told me to. Like, it's really time to share all of it, the backdrop, because I'm writing the book. But eh, y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm doing the things I'm telling y'all to do. When God tells you to do a thing, do a thing. Don't do like me. And right now I'm being very hard headed, and I know I am, but it just it's I don't know. I do know, but I don't know. As I slap this paint down here, it's just like it'll be okay. So I tell myself, you got this, right? That's why I came up with a list of words to encourage me to be like, you got hope and strength. You need to connect with somebody, and there's a mother waiting to hear you say it, and the story and all the things. So that's why I'm telling y'all, all the things that I tell y'all to do, I'm doing them over here. It's going to give you balance in your life. You're going to find compassion and acceptance and clarity. Like, you're resilient, girl. Just do it. Got it? Okay. I just want y'all to know I do this thing. I'm not doing it. I'm not on YouTube just for the likes, the clicks, the views, the shares. This is a real thing for me. I really want another mother, or somebody. It could be a sibling, whoever happens to be that, have lost someone to gun violence or lost someone to a tragic accident. If that's your lane, and you've lost someone to death, this is like I said, how it got started with me. It was, slapping paint on paper so that I can find clarity in my mind, because stuff would just be all over the place, and I just wasn't healing properly. It was affecting my body and all the things. Okay. So that's why I'm telling you, and that's why I want you to be, when you come over here, don't think that I don't feel you. I'm here with you. You're not alone. I get it. And I just want to give you an hour of the day to just really breathe, to take it in, to not worry about anything outside of this live. I mean, literally find you a place to sit down every Monday and Wednesday. Even if you don't paint or if you don't do anything else, give yourself an hour to just enjoy the conversation. So as they say, Dawn, I forgot what y'all say when you don't comment in the chat, and I think y'all said lurking. Hey, lurk on. I'm happy for it. So sometimes I just like paint down on paper without thinking about it. It's the release. Like, literally, I just did that whole little rant right now. And then the color, I chose pink because I've been motivated from the using the Winsor and Newton last night. So sometimes, Monday we talked about monochromatic color, using one color to really focus on and heal. So that pink is kind of it for me, and that's why I had to dig in there. I'm gonna have to get me some more, because I already see it going down, and I don't like to run out. I don't. And this palette is, I've refilled a couple of them, but this one's going low, that one's going low, and I got to buy some more because I don't have any more. But yes, lurking. So there we go. And then the other thing, let's say if you don't want to paint, you can journal. Journaling, back in the day, in my time, life over 50, we called it our diary. And so I've been doing that. I know my first diary I got when I was 8 years old. And I've been doing, like, really honing in on my days. I think I used to put everything in it until my mom got a hold to it and saw some of the things that I had said about, um, some people that I didn't wasn't very fond of, and I thought my diary was a safe place, and my mom quickly let me know it wasn't that safe, because she opened it, unlocked it. It used to come with a cute little lock and the key. And I was like, well, godly. So I stopped writing everything in my journal, and I started compartmentalizing things in my head. And I think that was when I learned, um, I think that was when I stopped doing outward processing. And I think that was when my body really started holding on to trauma and all the things, because without my being able to write it down. It was now I was holding on to it. And because I didn't want to forget it, I think I really talked my body and my mind into remembering things. I remember things back to when I was 4, 5. And my husband tell me sometimes when I will be talking and I'll be like, yeah, such and such and such. He's like, God, you remember that? And do. And do. It's a blessing and a curse. It really is. Sometimes I really wish I could forget. That just came together real cute, if I might say so myself. See? You have to encourage yourself. Pat yourself on the back as I take a deep breath and feel my heart just really fluttering a little bit. I'm going to stop taking that freaking medicine because I don't like the way it makes me feel. And I'm going to call my doctor and send her a note and let her know. Because we're supposed to be making me feel better. Not supposed to be making me feel like funky and wonky like. That's why I told y'all I don't want to do all this stuff. But anyways, I got some journal prompts. So if you go in the description box below, free, I want you to click on the link. It's a freebie. It's a freebie, right? And I'm also going to start offering some freebies of maybe some prints that I do. And I'll scan them in. Let's say if somebody's just like, oh God, I would love that. Offer some freebies because everybody can't paint it like this. And if it hits you and you're just like, oh my God, I would love that. And you can put it in a frame. You can do anything with it. I don't have any here in a frame, not next to me, because remember I said I wasn't getting up from the desk, because if I get up, I start walking and then everything will be back on my desk. And my desk is clean. But yeah, click on the link in the description box down below. You don't have to do it now, but when the live is over, and click on it and you'll get some journaling prompts. I think it's some affirmations. Yeah, it's affirmations because I want you to affirm. Because remember, the process starts with who? Starts with who? It's hard to remember what happened yesterday. Yeah, it is. And it's very frustrating. But yeah, well, we're not going to get there. I just say you remember what you want to remember. And that's that. But anyways, journaling prompts, I want you to, I feel like I need to put these journaling prompts because I have 5 that I wanted to share, and I feel like I need to put them in so you can get them. I don't know. Let me know. And if you're on Team Replay, let me know if you want in the comment section of Team Replay or in the comment section of the live. If you want the journaling prompts, then just let me know. And then that way I can attach them to a download button. It's real easy. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is kind of like, I don't know if I want to, that's a big section. I don't know if I want to put something in the middle. Yeah, we will. We'll do something. What color is that? Oh, that'll work. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. I'm not feeling 100%, so I probably won't be cooking. And this is another reason why I don't like taking medicine. It just sometimes just makes me, I don't like feeling loopy. This is why I had 7 children, 6 pregnancies with no meds. Because the after effect, I just hate. Like after my daughter died, daughter and granddaughter, died. They want to put me on, I forgot what the Xanax. I think I took one of them things and I felt like my hands was just right there. I felt like I couldn't touch them. And I was trying to touch them and they kept going away. And and once that one pill wore off, I would have told that doctor, I don't want nothing. I don't want that. Don't give me none of that. She's like, well, I just wanted you to sleep. I'll be okay. I'll take a drink or have me a glass of wine. And she's like, well, I don't want you to turn into an alcoholic. I was like, well, I don't want to turn into a drug addict though. I don't want to do it. And I at least knew what alcohol would do to me. I did drugs. I don't like it. We're gonna leave that alone because it's just makes me loopy, loop de loop. And I mean, I'm okay with stuff that makes me, helps me to, to get to a place of resting. I am. But I don't like the I don't know even know. And I was like, if people that, they go after that feeling, I'm a roller coaster ride. I'll get my feeling. I'll get the high that way. I'll do that. Well, I don't know. I don't get on roller coasters now because they jumping off tracks and stuff. But oh, I can relate to the loopy meds. Dawn, your meds make you feel loopy? The new ones that you got, they make you feel loopy? I can't look. When I went to the emergency room like years ago, I used to have problems with my stomach. And the first thing when I would go in there, because I'd be in terrible pain, they would give me morphine. I wake up 4 days later. So I've wasted all that time. Like, and the doctor come in, he's just like, well, every time I come in here, you were asleep. Well, y'all gave me morphine, so it's in my charts now. Don't give me morphine. Don't give me anything. Just let me talk through the pain. I'm a mother. I've birthed 7 children. I'm okay. I'll be okay. Let's get through it, okay? I rather like I used to tell my joke used to be I'd rather have kids than to go to the dentist. I hate the dentist. At least after having a going through childbirth, I got something to hold whatever. I don't like that. I like this. That turned out cute. Now, this one is dry. I mean wet, so I can't do these new ones, just hence my loopiness on my last live. I didn't think you were loopy on your live. I thought you were amazing. I really did. Like you didn't even sound like you were loopy. Like you, I thought you were pretty together. So I don't know. Maybe it brought you out. I don't know. But so yeah, if you want the journal prompts, then just let me know, and I will put them in a download button where you can download them and print them out on your own. Because I think it works when you have them right there in front of you. Now that is wet, and what I'm going to show you. I didn't do this one because I wanted to show you what I do with some words. Okay. Oh, and that pen might not be dark enough. Let's see. So so this is the thing. If you don't do watercolor, like my cousin Sarah, she does watercolor pencils and markers. The hoo-hoo or nuhu, whatever those things are. She loves those, and she does a great job with them. Like she knows she's learned how to layer and all the things. Amazing. Let's see which one of these. Let's see what's the tip on that one. Oh, that might work. Okay, so because I watercolor and because I'm not trying to, see, words are important. I am healing even when it doesn't feel like it, right? That's one of my affirmations. I am healing even when it doesn't feel like it, right? My story is not over. I get to choose, and my story is not over until I die, right? I'm allowed to feel and still move forward. I'm allowed to have bad days and still move forward. Okay. There is beauty in my brokenness. I've accepted that. I love it. I don't care anymore. Like it used to bother me because I would feel bad because when people would see me, especially after my daughter and granddaughter died, it was like, because my daughter committed suicide, it's just like I felt like everybody was looking at me and was just, so it was, I wasn't worthy of being in the space. So I am worthy of joy even after the loss. And that's just what grief does to you. And sometimes when people don't know better, they just don't say the right things and they make you feel crappy or they make you feel like you're not worthy. And so that's why I personally like to have affirming words. And that's why I did the affirmation. So click that in the download. I took the time to make it because it's important to me that you also start your journey with healing. So right now I am healing even when it doesn't feel like it, right? So with my flowers, this was practice. And this is what I started doing. I brought it because in my journal, once I've written it, I close it up and kind of don't even sometimes go back to the page. It takes me maybe 6 months to a year to go back to a journal. And then when I go back, it's like my journal start talking to me. And then I start doing programs. I start doing different things. I have different things that I show up here on YouTube. And so I was like, well, what if I start just putting them on my flower? God, that flower is over. The one I just painted is just talking to me now. It's just like, this is how beautiful you are. So this is how you have to talk to yourself. Listen, guys, people will not affirm you. Not all the time. Not you do have some people in your life that will tell you whatever, but you don't want the flake or the BS.com. You want the real stuff. And do you know where the real stuff comes from? It comes from your heart to you. So you stand in the mirror and you say, I am healing, even when it doesn't feel like it. Like if you wake up and you be like, oh God, I'm going to heal today. Today's going to be a great day. I'm going to do whatever. And usually mine is going to slap paint on paper. Or I'm going to clean the studio. I'm going to clean my desk. I'm going to find somebody on YouTube to listen to why I clean my desk. Something like that, right? Because in everything, God has made everything beautiful, and God made you, so you're beautiful, right? So I like the one, there is beauty in my brokenness. So I'm going to take it because this is beauty, and I'm just going to write it on here like there is beauty in, and I'm going to put mine because it's all about who? Me. Brokenness. Okay. And this page, I'm going to, usually I'll get some affirmation or some words like restore, renew was one of my words after when my son died. I was like, I need to renew my joy. So renew, it's always going to be about me, my joy. So much so that I created a program for mothers who have lost children to death. Forgiveness. I'm working on forgiveness. So we can put forgiveness over here. So do you get the point of what I'm saying? Right? So you can get these affirmations and they can carry you through the day. You can use them over and over. You can intertwine them. You can just say, I am worthy, like whatever it is you need. I feel like these just look, now I want to add stuff to the flower. And look, I am worthy. And the worthiness usually stems, is the root of a lot of people's, I'll say, mind. We'll stick with me. Let's stick with me. Worthiness was the thing that I didn't feel worthy of a lot of things. Like to say I want $1 million. I had to realize I couldn't even say it. I would joke about it. This was years ago. I ain't got no problem saying I want $1 million now. As a matter of fact, I want $1 million a month. Um, but the thing of it was, it's like I had bad money habits. So I didn't feel like I was worthy to get $1 million because I felt like the bad money habits I had when I was younger was going to come forth now, and I was just going to squander it away and, be like, oh yeah, I wasted another $1 million. So what? So I had to tell myself, you're worthy of it. You're more responsible now. You have more of legacy that you're working towards. Like it's not going to go to waste. You will do great things. And if you don't paint, let's just say you get a coloring book. We got adult coloring books. Go get you a adult coloring book and color it. Or either get you a marker, and I'm not scribbling all over this, but get you a marker. I don't have nothing on my desk that I want to scribble over. Everything is too beautiful to scribble over. But we can do this. Get you something and just scribble. Marks, make movement. It's movement, right? And then write your words. Write some words on the top of it. Like write hope, right? Strength. Even if you're not there, encourage yourself. Worthiness. And then put it somewhere, right? These right here were screaming. They jumping like, hey, write on me. I don't like this pen, so I'll use you. Let's do hope. Like hope. Peace. Because I've always wanted peace in the midst of, even if I was in a storm or in a war zone, I want to be able to have peace. Hope, peace, and then joy. Simple. There we go. Boom. There we go. Okay. And I would go on until I feel like my brain gets the message. Because self-talk, remember I told you guys, self-talk is the best talk. Don't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what other people are saying. Focus on you. You are the one that needs to heal. You are affirming yourself. It doesn't matter what other people got to say. And it took me a minute to get over, like, you know what? That's how you feel. I don't care. And then now it get to the point, like, if you really want to test me or try me, I'm going to tell you how I feel. Because, I've been through too much, guys. Check this out. I've been through too much. You've been through too much. You're going through too much. So at the end of the day, you don't need nobody telling you about their crap. And usually that's what they're doing. They're projecting their feelings and how they feel about themselves. And because you're so daggum strong and you're so daggum like you're in line with your life, you are comfortable and you surrender to all of the foolishness, right? That's just it. Just tell them, hey, let it go. Because remember, healing is not a straight line. Like I literally just did squiggly lines. And because other people don't heal the way you want to heal, or other people don't even want to heal. Some people still want to stay stuck in it. Like my children, my daughter has been gone since 2007. My son was killed in 2019. That is not my testimony today. That's my story of what happened in the past. Now, what I want you to know is I'm a resilient woman who still stands up and let people know that you can heal after a tragedy. That's what my story is today. That's what it is. Now, the testimonies of life come each day when you get through something. It was your testimony of what happened to you, right? So just remember, what happened to you is not the end of the story. If it was the end of my story, I would have been gone in 2007. Because my heart just really wanted to just stop beating after my daughter and granddaughter. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. So, my last words: hope, peace, and joy. Look, this one says hope, worthiness, and strength. I like those. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them in my art journal, because I have journals that I keep these things in. I just downloaded them. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate it. Okay, if this spoke to you, if you're on Team Replay, or if you're here now, and if this spoke to your heart today, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel, right? And keep walking this healing journey with me, right? Hit that bell so you will never miss a live or the moment of peace in paint, whether you're painting or whether you're just here to listen with your glass of wine, tea, whatever your choice is. It's getting hot, so I don't have coffee too much, but I might get off of here and get a cup of coffee, because I feel like I need to settle, and coffee will settle me, because I really hadn't had any in the last, it's been a minute. Okay, so click the description box below to get your freebie. I'm super excited to connect with you. I put together some affirmations on there, and like I said, the journaling prompts that I was talking about, they're not on there. I don't think they're on there. But it's not a problem. You can get it. I'll put it on there. Just, send me a message or what have you. But remember, you're here. You're not alone. You're not alone. So let's continue connecting over here on Slapping Paint on Paper YouTube channel. I have named the studio, guys. Finally, I didn't name it. I just kind of walked into it. Like it's been the name all along. Create Joy Studio. Like what do I do? Everything I put on something, it's like create joy. And I was like, Dad, Create Joy Studio. I was like, don't worry about it. Just walk into it. And then I took this, and we love the bees. Although doing the carpenter bees right now are really getting on my nerves. The carpenter bees I'm not in love with. Am not. Because they are destroying some things. We got to put some more stuff up. But yeah, carpenter bees are not the honey bees. All right, so, and then what's in here? This I think this is empty yet. We're curating a new palette with these half pans. Told y'all we got it. All right, let's put this back up so you can see what we created today. I'm definitely not going to sing for y'all. Create joy, right? Doesn't it? It just speaks to you. Create joy. Yeah. Create joy over here on Easy Living Ranch. I name everything. That's what my children's like. You name everything. I do. My car is Bailey. Sure is. But okay, so, and before you go, drop in the chat. What color are you feeling today? I'd love to know. Like I used pink and green last week. Well, not last week. Monday we used orange, red, and indigo. Only because it was three separate colors from three separate people. But we did that, and that was great. So, and I also want you to remember, some days, let me tell you, some days I cry, and some days I cry and paint. And some days I cry, paint, and try to breathe. When you get that cry where it just takes you, and you're just trying to breathe, and then I'll be like, oh my God, just let me breathe. So you stop crying so you can breathe. I'm still there. Like it doesn't happen every day, but it just really, lavender. Oh, now that's beautiful. So all of it is sacred, though. It's okay. All of it is healing. Crying is very cleansing. Tomorrow I'm going to a stretching. I don't know if y'all have seen the stretching, these places where they stretch. So it's going to go, I'm going to see if it's going to replace my chiropractor, because I really know that I would prefer stretching instead of popping, because it's like popping I try not to pop my knuckles anymore. But I'm super excited for that. So Mr. McCoy will go to his rehab for his knee, and then I will go to stretching. It's an hour of stretching. I'm super excited. I'll let you guys know. I'll probably come back on here maybe before Monday to let you know how that went, because if it goes great, then I'm definitely going to do a live. But if it ends up knocking me out in like a lot of pain, I'm not going to talk about it. Not right away. Okay? But it's another part of my healing that I want to learn how to do naturally. I don't want to continue down this road of meds and let meds be the caveat. Like I already have to take the med for my being a diabetic. I've already surrendered to that, but I feel like right now the blood pressure is just the fact that I need to calm myself. What is that thing you say? Calm yourself, Yago. That was on a movie or something. Something like that. Oh, I'm curious to know how that goes. I am too. Like I'm just, because when I go, because you also know that my massage therapist left. And so when she would massage me, and after she would massage, she would do stretching, and it would be like, oh my God, it feels like you're pulling a pretzel, pulling something apart. But then when she let go, it's like, oh my goodness, you can feel the blood flow. And that's why I just feel like the blood is, clogged up, and therefore it's making my blood pressure a little, because it's not the same always. Like sometimes it's 118 over 70, and majority of the time it's under 120. So that's why I say I know it's something else. Painting, again, helps it. Sharing, making my junk journal books, all those things help. Okay? So remember, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't forget, if you're on Team Replay, your freebie is ready. You can get it. Click on that link, and it'll take you to a page that is simple but cute. And then you hit that download button, and there you go, and you'll get it. Okay, I have a tier that I can't wait to set up and give a try. Ooh, interesting. I'm going to share that. Okay. All right. This painting is so pretty. It's still not even dry, so I was going to do something to it, but I still can't do it because it's wet. So this is one you'll see again later. And it's in my art book. That's what I was saying about my art book. See, monochromatic. That's what that looked like if you wasn't here. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. All right. There we go. All right. Oh, we had good time. Good time today. Hey, guys. I got inversion table. There's a friend of mine that has an inversion table, and they like it. I just can go out in one of the trees and kind of swing and hang down. I can hang from a tree. All right, we're through with desk time. I think I shared everything that I wanted to share with you guys, but again, I really, 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 really want you to concentrate on finding that tool for yourself, right? That one thing, just one thing that makes your heart feel like it's calm. It doesn't make you anxious, right? And then you want to just have a little balance. Like, really, you need to have some balance. Um, and I want you to think about your life. I want you to give yourself credit for things that you do. This is something that I do not do. I take it for granted, all the things that I do. And then when somebody asks me, and then I go down a litany of things, and I probably get to maybe 4 or 5, and it's like, God, you did all that? And it's like, did you give yourself, credit? And I was like, oh, no, I didn't. Because we do so much for ourselves, sometimes we forget to really give ourselves a good pat on the back. Now, my thing lately has been I've been buying myself watercolors because they make me feel good. And it's the one thing that I can do just for me that I don't have to share if I don't want to share. So when I get watercolors and they're here in my studio, William's not going to come down here and bother them. So it's one of those things. Remember, I told you to do something for yourself every single day. One thing that makes you feel good. And mine just happens to be painting watercolors. Taking a walk by myself. It was getting a massage once a month, but she moved. I'm still a little, I'm grieving that. See, we grieve so many different things. I'm happy for her, but I still grieve that. But watercoloring through the pain, healing after life breaks you. Trust me, I'm here. You can do it. Just join me every Monday and Wednesday. And that way you can hang out with us and you can grow with us. And then you'll be sitting back talking about your stuff and trying to figure out why did you ever feel the way you felt. Now, trust me, I still cry over some stuff because it gets in my head. That's why we do self-talk, okay? Self-talk. Talk to yourself and tell yourself, and let self say, And then you tell yourself, self, you're just fabulous today. Self, you're the best thing that God woke up this morning and is. And then once you get yourself way up here, and then once life starts slapping you, you're already up here, so it start going down a little bit. Life just slapping, and then somebody comes and does something stupid, says something stupid, and feel like that they're entitled to your joy. Don't let them. Walk away. As my shirt says, soul wealth. Soul is wealthy. That's my mentor, so well. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here because I'm hungry. Because remember, I told you I went to sleep at 12:30, so I need to go get something to eat. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I think we're going to head to Troy because we need to go to True Value. And I think I'm going to go and eat at the... Yeah, we're going to go. That's what we're going to do. So, Mr. McKoy, if you're listening, be ready. Put your shoes on. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the dogs out, and then we're going to go get something to eat. Guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Team Replay, you're here. If anyone is here and you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button right there and that bell notification all so that you'll be notified when I do show up here in Creative Joy and Create. Studio has a name now. Create Joy Studio. Yay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am so grateful to be here with you guys. I do not take it for granted that you're here because if not, oh, Dawn, there's one of the baskets I got. See that basket? It houses my paper. I'll be trying to get it. Yeah. It's so cute. And then the other one's over there. And then, see, Dawn has me buying baskets, y'all. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. Love you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up for yourself first and foremost. And remember, you're fabulous all by yourself.